What's up, guys? Sully and Ryan here. This is our third Lunch and Learn session coming to you on Instagram today. And it's only fitting that our topic is on animal-related engagement. So what is animal-related engagement? Pet Partners defines it as any engagement opportunity that allows participants the benefit of the human-animal bond by encouraging the remembrance of feelings that are commonly associated with interactions with an animal. So Sully, who do we think can facilitate animal-related engagement opportunities? The answer is anybody. You can be a student, a doctor, a teacher, a volunteer. It doesn't matter. You can have a pet, not have a pet. You can be a registered therapy team or an aspiring in-training team. You can even integrate robotic animals into your activities, interventions, or curriculum. So that's the beauty of animal-related engagement. What are some ways that you've seen ARE used? For Sully and I, we passed our Pet Partners team evaluation for a predictable environment. My mom is a first grade teacher and she so wanted Sully to come and visit her classroom, but unfortunately, that would qualify as a complex environment, which is something we're not quite ready for just yet. So we brainstormed some ideas. So one of my favorite opportunities we've gotten was through a virtual therapy team visit. So even though Sully and I were not physically present, we were able to provide the students with the benefits of the human-animal bond. Another way that we utilize ARE was through Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. So it took me about 3 days and some help from Sully here, but we were able to write and illustrate our book, Sully the Therapy Dog, which is a great tool that we can use and distribute that still provides the human-animal bond without us being virtual or physically present there. So all you need is a KDP account. I used Canva and Procreate on my iPad for the illustrations, and then you're in business. So lastly, we've already discussed the use of a robotic animal, which still provides the human-animal bond benefits for all the participants. So what type of participants might be ideal for the use of a robotic animal? So I'm thinking people who might be working past previous abuse towards animals, so maybe some kids who had a difficult past with animals. Maybe people who have allergies or severe allergies in the clinic. That would also be another great candidate. And then also people who have safety concerns. So maybe poor body awareness, high impulsivity, or any sort of altered cognitive state. And then lastly, if you don't have an animal or your animal is in training or didn't pass a therapy team evaluation, maybe you're renting in an apartment and having an animal just isn't in the cards yet. So those are some people who I think would be great candidates for robotic animals. So our case study today is going to be a little different than what we've done in the previous two Lunch and Learns. So Sully and I have noticed some of our friends at the elementary school have been going through some difficulty with some major life changes. Things like maybe getting a new baby brother or sister, a death in the family, moving to a new town, or having to make some new friends. These can all be really scary things to encounter. So for you guys, I want to hear from you guys. What are some major life changes that might be difficult for elementary school kiddos? All right, Sully, are we ready to tell them our big news? We are going to be coming out with our second book, Sully the Therapy Dog, Sometimes Things Change. So there's some other ways that we can integrate more activities after you create a novel or a book. So we're going to go over a few of those. So number one is writing a letter to Sully, the author, and having a designated mailbox in your classroom where students can write. So lucky enough, my mom, throughout the last 2 years, has been having her class write tons of different letters to Sully. So that's one activity we've been able to do to incorporate, kind of adding on to our book. Second is having students plan and create their own novels. So hardback books are super cheap on Amazon. So you're able to pick up a couple of these, have students plan and develop and write out their own novel, and then maybe one day they'd be able to virtually read that to Sully over Zoom or Google Meet. And then within our book, on Kindle Direct Publishing, you have to have a certain page number. So I believe it's 75 pages to have a hardback book. And what we're going to do is we're going to have the beginning of our book, our normal pages that you typically read. And then at the end, we're going to have some worksheets where students are going to be asked to really reflect on feelings and emotions that Sully might have had with the specific change that's going on within that page. So they'll be able to either draw and illustrate feelings, write down thoughts, or circle and label emotions. So I hope by the end of today you can see that animal-related engagement is not intimidating. It's just a great way that anybody can participate and facilitate animal-assisted interventions.